Hello everyone, thanks for checking out this video. We're going to talk about NextKast Pro and the ability to import and export VoiceTrack jobs. Basically the features included in NextKast Pro version, and it allows you to automatically distribute VoiceTrack jobs and receive them back into your system seamlessly and effortlessly, and it just makes the whole process a lot easier. So the first thing we need to do is create a profile for each of the jocks, and you basically click on the profile button there. There are some other things that you can add to a DJ profile or a host profile. It could include which sweepers you want active for that hour. You can also include the text to voice and what voice you want to use. And this is the important part here for the voice tracking part. You want to select the host for the particular hour, or the particular profile. So I only have two created here, and as you can see, I have Jock 2 as the name of the host, but you'll see that it's pointed to a folder on my desktop. These folders can be anywhere, but we recommend that they are shared folders. Well, in fact, they have to be shared folders, meaning they're a shared Dropbox folder or a Google Drive folder. And so Jock 2 has that same shared folder on their system so that they can import the job and voice track it and send it back to you. So actually what we need to do is do one more jock here. So we're going to add a new one so you can see the process. We're going to call this Jock 3. Okay. And then I'm going to point it to my Jock 3 folder that I created. And again, that is shared. And then finally, I'm going to go ahead, now that I've set it up for the sweepers, anything that I want with the automated voice, and of course the jock and the jock path. I'm going to go ahead and save the profile. I'm going to call that Jock 3. Okay. So you'll notice if I click on Jock 1 is the host for that hour or that profile. And it points to the Jock 1 folder, so on and so forth. So once the profiles are done, I'm going to go ahead and go to my schedule, and I'm going to hit the schedule mode button 3 times. And now I'm in the profile, a sweeper profile assignment. So, and that basically includes the jock profiles as well. So I'm going to say Jock 1 does 6 to 8. Jock 2 does 10 to 1, and Jock 3 does 4 to 6. Okay, so we've now assigned those profiles to those hours. I'm going to go ahead and close the scheduler. So one of the final things I need to do now is generate my playlist. So I've already set up all my rotations and all my categories. We have other videos on our YouTube channel that shows how to do that. So basically I'm going to just click generate for tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and generate all 24 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and let it go through the process here. So it's generating all my hours for tomorrow. And you'll see once it's done, it's going to create a folder here for tomorrow's date. Okay. And then it's asking, because there are some profiles assigned to those hours and the day, if I want to export all my voice tracks. So I'm going to go ahead and say yes. So it optimizes and compresses each one and places it into the respective jock's shared folder. So all these voice track jobs are now being compressed and exported automatically. So we'll give that time to work there. Just take a few more. I may have assigned a little too many here, but for this video, but you get the idea. Okay. So basically, again, what's happening, it's compressing all those voice track jobs, and I'm going to move this over here, and you can see here are my shared folders. So if I double click in there, you see my voice track jobs are placed in there automatically. Okay, so then basically what the jocks would do, and we have separate videos showing voice tracking, but the way the jocks do it, they would import the voice track job from that folder. If they're going to voice track out of this track, they just click on it, press play. When they're ready to talk, they go ahead and start talking. They hit the mark next start. The next song starts, they stop the recording, and it places the voice track there in line. And they can hear the intro and outro of both songs, and they can do all that. In addition, there's shortcut keys on the voice tracking. Let me just show you that. So the left shift key is play. The space bar is start recording. The right shift key is mark next start. And then again, the space bar is stop recording. So that kind of gives you some shortcut keys to make it easier to voice track. Okay, so once the program director, music director knows that the jocks have all done their voice tracks, you can bulk import these by basically clicking on the date and selecting import VT job. It asks you, would you like to import all for the current day? You're going to go ahead and say yes. So basically what's happening now, it's looking at all those assigned folders and it's pulling all the voice tracks back in. Now, in my case, I actually didn't do any of the voice tracks, so these packages are quite large. But normally you would see very small packages because they're only going to contain the voice tracks that were recorded by that jock. And that's basically it. Once that's done, the system will play out just like normal. You don't have to do anything else, and then the system's all set to go. So once again, this video was a quick description of how to do VoiceTrack export and import on NextKast Pro version 5 and higher.